Welcome everyone to the Extremely Average Podcast, hosted by yours truly, Goat and Red. Just your two average guys with nothing to do, entertaining you with an extremely average podcast.
But just for some quick updates. Of course, gotta bring in the World War.
Oh, come on.
Hashtag.
We already spoke about the war, so it's fine.
What do you mean, fam? I need to know: does he support Ukraine or Russia?
Ooh.
So which side are you supporting?
Well, I'm not really supporting either of them. I live in South Africa. I have no impact.
Okay, if you would go to war,
if I would go to war,
which side are you choosing?
I mean,
Russia,
the whole world. Okay, so it's not. So that's an incorrect label. It's not just Ukraine pitched against Russia. It's Russia pitched against the entire world supporting Ukraine.
No. I can support you. I can literally support you. Putting sanctions on Russia right now. Okay, they struggled a bit, and now the ruble is coming back up because now the economy is still stabilizing again. Literally, those sanctions don't mean shit if they're not helping. Ukraine is getting bombed and they're getting killed and all this stuff.
Okay.
I'm sure if you ask any Ukrainian, would you want? Okay, so do you want us to put sanctions on Russia, or do you want us to help you with the real military? I'm sure none of every single one was like, yeah, can you send us the military? I'm like, fuck the sanctions.
But haven't they been not sending them military, but people have been sending them equipment.
Yeah, or selling equipment at cheaper prices than usual.
This is basically like you're a student and your lecturers are like, I believe in you. I believe in you. You will pass this exam. Guys, that's all they're doing.
Thanks, teach.
They're not helping you. They're not helping you study. They're not teaching you the material. You will pass this exam. I believe in you.
Yeah, they give you a PDF of the textbook. They're like, I know you can't buy it, so here's the PDF. Here you go.
They give you the PDFs.
You still have to study by yourself.
You have to learn the material by yourself. So it's basically like so. So who are you supporting? Russia or Ukraine?
Yeah.
You have to remember, Russia does have nuclear weapons, so
Russia does have nuclear weapons, yeah, and the entire South Africa is. It's
complicated.
Waiting on my answer in order to survive. Because we need to raise the stakes, otherwise this means nothing. Right. So we South Africans and myself, all of us, we are supporting. Wait, hold on. Let me just look up some statistics.
It's a moment of truth. It's either you're getting cancelled or you're supporting Ukraine.
Russia.
That's all that can happen. I see the president of South Africa coming in with the news, breaking news. Now our young goat is eagerly watching on the television, and it's 8:00. You're already fashionably late. It's 8:30 now. What is the answer?
It looks like Russia's winning, eh?
That's not the answer, man. Who are you supporting?
No. That's this it's leading up to my answer.
Oh, it's easy. Yeah, Russia is winning, but they are struggling. I don't know why they're struggling so much. I guess they don't want to push too hard for the other countries to join in.
Because Ukrainian defense is very strong.
No, they're not. They weren't.
They're not.
They waited. It's like if you really like for the studying example, if you study the day before, the exam will be difficult. It will be difficult.
Okay, so it looks like Russia's the winner. So I'll stand with Russia for now. However, I don't like it.
You are literally sending your armies, your people. You're sending young goat to war.
Where do you want me to fight, sir?
Good luck, buddy.
You're screwed either way. It's fine.
Yeah. They're all the same. They speak the same language. Just go fight someone.
Shoot at who's ever pointing like a weapon back at you. It's like self-defense the whole way through.
Just go fight a recurring, a counter-attacking war. Go fight whoever's fighting you.
Okay, so wherever you land is the side you're not fighting. So our ego has supported Russia, and a young goat is going to go fight against Russia. And now it's the USA is going to be supporting. So now since it's becoming a world war, of course the US will support Ukraine. But we got China then.
Yeah, that's
How
true. That's
nice.
No, China's actually quite strong, fam.
Yeah, but it's like
China's very strong.
Really strong.
remembering what the like that one UN meeting that they had where people would vote, the country would vote like either support or against or abstain. And
Yeah.
it's like 2 countries support, 35 abstain, and then 200 and something against Russia. It's like, yeah, the odds aren't really in your favor. No matter
But
how
yeah,
strong
yeah,
the
yeah.
one country is that supports you as well. Like, nah.
Fam, it's like no, okay. I'm not gonna lie. No one gives a shit about African countries, fam. Like they can support as much as they want. It's like, oh, Congo is supporting us.
Wow,
That's nice.
how nice of them.
Thanks, Congo brothers. Congolian brothers.
Oh, but okay. No, actually, I'm not gonna lie. If I was a leader, I would put the Congo. I have a friend from Congo.
I do as well.
Let's go with Nigeria, rather. I would put the Nigerians in the front lines. It's like, hey.
Bloody Kenyans.
Is that no? The question is that a racially motivated statement?
No. It's just poor people,
Oh, I see. So you want to solve world poverty while you're at it, and then like send it.
Like also, yeah. Boko Haram can go there and kidnap. Oops. I was go. They can go and kidnap the girls. That's a fucking should not be saying stuff like that. But yeah, of
We
course
should probably put Burundi in the front because they're the poorest country in Africa.
What the fuck is Burundi, man?
It's a country in Africa.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that is right. Whereabout is it? Is it like one of those ones along the equator or what?
No.
Oh no, you have to search it up quickly.
It's like in the it is actually it's like between Tanzania and Rwanda.
Yeah, I thought it was Rwanda. Burundi. I never knew about that. I thought
Rwanda and Burundi are next to each other. It's between Tanzania and Congo.
Okay.
It's not like I know Africa that far, so I'm like,
It's in the middle. It's like right underneath the equator.
Yeah, like I don't know why I'm saying like I'm like trying to act like I know geography that well.
I thought it was Rwanda.
Yeah, like I thought.
Yeah, like isn't it just like slightly higher and to the left, like one block up and left? Like nah, you just don't know what's happening.
Yeah, but you're sending these countries to war, first,
Yeah.
But like so the UK obviously going to support the US, but thing is right now I want to know, Japan did get bombed by the US, so I don't know. It might not look like they hold any grudges. But I still feel like, fam, you bombed 2 major cities and killed so many people. What is happening here?
So you're saying like while all the United forces are like pushing up into Russia, they'll just like every now and then a Japanese guy will just shoot an American, and it's like oopsie, misclick, just trying to see if friendly fire was on. They just killed random USA because of the
wrong
grudge.
direction.
Yes, I believe that China, Russia. I'm not sure if Russia is at all. China, Japan, Israel.
Israel.
I don't know what I'm saying.
You have all the weird pronunciations today. Like Russia, the weird thing you're saying.
What? I said Russia properly. What you on about?
No, you didn't.
I never said Russia. Russia.
Yeah, you did. You did.
No, I didn't. No, I never.
You had a weird "yeah" at the end of it. It's Russia.
What do you mean? Russia.
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 Yeah, you see, there you go. You like EA at the end.
Russia. Yes,
Russia.
Russia. Fam, that's how you pronounce Russia, fam. Actually, like the way you pronounce Genghis Khan is actually technically incorrect. So
No, and the way you're pronouncing Everest is also incorrect. Come on, fam.
Everest. What the fuck you on about Everest?
It's
Mount
Everest.
Everest.
No, it's Everest.
Your South African dog shit language is not available.
No, it's actually it was going back to the first person that named it, like named the mountain range and things.
No one gives a shit about this person, he was just a conqueror that stole the name, fam. Clearly it's nowhere in a country with people that have English names. We can all agree with that. Do you even know where Mount Everest is?
It's in Tibet, isn't it? Wait.
Yes, where's Tibet?
Excellent question.
Isn't it part of China?
No, it's in China. A bit of it is in China.
Isn't it at the borderline or something between China
Yeah,
and
yeah.
some place? I don't know where.
Mm-hmm. You know, a good smart answer. Just be like, it's in Asia. It's one of those Asian countries. You know, just say
No.
that.
It's like saying
But
it's a Mongolian country. Yeah, Mongol has like so much space and like
It did.
areas.
Mongols did have a lot of space, and then they just lost everything after the Great Leaders died. But it's in Nepal.
Hmm.
Nepal. It's mostly
Yes.
Nepal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking
of Mount Everest, have you guys seen what it looks like up there now?
No. What does it
Have
look
you,
like?
like, you should Google some pictures of just Mount Everest, what it looks like, because it is littered with people's shit.
Mm.
Because it's become the thing to climb Mount Everest now, right? Back in the day, it was like no one could climb it until that one guy climbed it, and now everyone's climbing Everest. And there are queues at the top of Everest of like
To like take
kilometers
pictures or
long
what?
of just people standing up there wanting to get their chance in the sun, their photo on top of Everest, so they can go down and tell people.
Not many people have gotten to the top of the Everest. If you see like a lot of shit just lying around, is because those people died.
Yeah, that's also true.
Actually,
Like
it's died.
they just keep a lot of the bodies just there.
Yeah.
Like they keep them as landmarks now. They've just like said nah. Like because to remove those equipment and things, like it takes obviously it takes time and power and everything. So it's just not cost effective or cost
Yeah.
like any reason for them to do it. They would rather
Yeah,
just
like-
leave the bodies there.
And then someone died. They still like, nah, I must go and take out his shit because he's the one that died. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
fam,
He's the
I'm
one
also
that
gonna
was
die
too
then.
weak to climb the mountain. Now you expect me to do it, you know?
I'm just a surveyor, fam. I
Yeah.
just tell people pay this much and go up.
Yeah.
But you know, enough of the World War. You know, Russia, like you got an update from President Ego, and you know, God died in the war, unfortunately. But you know, who knows? We don't know, man. He's missing it. He's MIA. But you know, Russia is winning.
Good luck, though.
What do you guys think about Elon Musk buying Twitter?
Now that's something interesting because I think I don't know much about the story. I just heard about him buying it over for what 44 billion. What was it?
Yeah,
was it
43 billion, 0.6, I think.
Yeah, something like that. And but I do remember a story a while back of a kid who was tracking Elon Musk's plane on Twitter, and then Elon Musk tried to bribe him, buy him off, say like stop it, I'll give you so much money. And then he tried to get a scholarship from Elon, and then Elon was like, I think that's why he's buying Twitter, so that he can ban people who track him.
Yeah, you actually make quite a good point. I never thought of it like that. You know, he was getting tracked and stuff, but now he just bought Twitter.
Yeah.
But no, Elon Musk is a really big advocate. What's that?
Advocate.
Advocate.
Yeah, that's the word.
Oh, free speech. So I don't know. Maybe he won't ban that guy. But who knows? But he is the owner of the thing. So, but anyway, that's enough for the quick updates that took a while. The last question. I don't know. Maybe go to think of something new. Is the advice that we always give to young goat. He's eagerly waiting. He's he's fresh meat looking for fresh. No, he's fresh meat looking for fresh meat.
Interesting.
But yeah, do you have a girlfriend currently, Ego?
No, not anymore. No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
No, I'm currently single and ready to pringle. But I would say the way that I got my previous girlfriend was I had to buy a lot of chloroform.
Yes.
No, I'm obviously joking.
No, you could have continued the joke.
I literally just went up to the specific person, asked her out for coffee, first of all. So if we jived, obviously we did. And then maybe one or two other follow-up coffee dates, and then I asked her to be my girlfriend, and she
She
jumped at the
reluctantly
idea.
agreed so that
Yeah.
you can release her family members that you were keeping hostage.
She saw the chronophone
Exactly.
just fall off.
Yeah.
Like, I see.
It
But
was not. I gave her one of your yes or no questions of either be my girlfriend or chloroform, and then she chose wisely.
she chose us. I see. But I wanted to ask also. I know you're a very jacked guy. Oh, she broke up. She finally got the courage. She's like, do I really care about my family this much? But so you're a jacked guy. You're fit. You're jacked.
Very buff. Very
But
big.
like our young goat isn't. He has fat fingers. Very something that girls might not like.
Fat fingers and chubby cheeks,
Chubby cheeks, so you don't know. So like you can't really you have to base it off someone. You have to think like if you were like fat fingers and chubby cheeks, how would you approach things?
Well, have you guys ever heard that joke? I guess. Well, it's not really a joke. It's
a
like,
joke.
It's a meme that I saw a while back of someone asking, why are all these attractive women hanging out with ugly guys?
Okay.
And then the top comment was, well, if their eyes are closed because they're laughing, they can't see. So,
Yeah. So you're saying I should go with being a funny person, a comedian or whatever.
At the end of the day, the females are also human, right? And humans like to laugh. They like to have fun. So try to be more fun, I suppose.
Yeah, I thought that maybe me being on a podcast and everything, maybe I'll get some fans from there. I'll polish up my joke skills. But nah,
It's
it's not
definitely a
working.
way to get your finger in every pie. I would give you that.
Yeah, he's fat fingers.
Wow.
Yeah, now what do you mean fat? I only called your fingers fat, but he called you ugly.
Yeah, but it's fine. Right? It's not like I bother or care that much if he calls me ugly or whatever.
No. For now, everybody knows you're just an ugly guy. So the people are just calling you. Damn. So people have told them to get jacked. No, first of all, told them to be yourself.
Yeah.
And that got proven else. Like not like don't be yourself. Then they told you to be jacked. And now now you have a reason to not get jacked if you don't have you don't want to. You just have to be funny. And so you're good. So
I have options, I guess.
You do have options. And as far as I understand it, you're not as hopeless as I mean, I know Goat in real life. The man is actually there is hope for the man.
My life isn't just gonna be wasted my whole time staying lonely,
Yeah. Good is good. If you are any girls listening out there, Good isn't an ugly guy. He's just fingers.
Yeah.
No, luckily he is not ugly, and the genes are very strong in his family.
But if you want someone better, some upgraded version, you can go for his brother. Upgrade version, no. But if you'd like, if not, then we do have young goat. I don't know. I was this the gay shit ever, but I'll keep it to myself.
That's fine. Next episode, next season, it's gonna be how we're getting Red a boyfriend now because he's already tried a girlfriend and apparently he's more gay. So.
Or a dog.
Oh, I see. So you're in bestiality, Ego. That's kind of odd, man. We haven't had someone that
I mean, my girlfriend was a bitch, so.
You mean your ex? So no, nah, family. So are you that type of person? You're the type of person you insult someone's whole family and everything with a serious face, and it's like, I'm just joking. Are you that type of person?
I am actually that person, yeah. I'd rock up to your house, be like, this is the ugliest piece of shit house shack I've ever been to. Meanwhile, you have 7 pools and...
Why would you have 7 pools, though?
I don't know.
That is an ugly house, yeah. That is an ugly house. If you have 7 pools, then it is an ugly house. But, I guess go now. You have some even more good advice. Hopefully, our next guest gives you. I don't think like the last two guests have given us quite good advice. But luckily, this season is coming to an end. So your misery of getting advice is coming to an end also.
I see.
But
How nice.
What season are we in currently for the show?
Season 1.
Season 1.
It's still a small podcast, so it's just growing, still growing. But yeah, do you have any stories for us? We always ask people for stories and stuff.
As like any specific story.
Nah,
Anything,
something funny.
Maybe
you want
sometimes
to share?
stuff funny.
Something
Maybe somehow maybe your girlfriend almost caused you to die.
Well,
Maybe.
no, but I do have one. I actually do have an interesting story. So a while back, I was still in college, in university. I have now graduated. Just a mini
Quick
flex.
flex.
Hey, what is it? I wasn't paying attention.
Wow.
Oh, God.
No, he
Wow.
said that he recently graduated
story.
as a flex. He's just dropping that in.
Yes.
Yeah.
You graduated what now?
Engineering.
Look at that, engineering. When I went to go graduate, and then whoever that vice chancellor guy was, whoever that does that hat thingy magic. He literally said like people complain about engineering week and stuff, and then he literally called you guys babies. It's like, nah, you guys are just babies. Just study hard and stop playing around and stop doing dumb stuff. But
No,
go on.
Interesting. Anyways, so my friend and I got invited to a German party. Right?
Oh, I see.
And German party literally means German people were hosting the party.
Yes, I thought that's what I meant.
Yeah. No, it's not some hidden meaning in there. Germans, they can drink, right?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah. No, they can. In Afrikaans, we say suip. Frak. So yeah, it was at someone's house, massive house.
Rich guys, rich people.
Yeah, no, rich Germans, and we were hanging out, drinking. I don't even remember how much we drank, but suffice to say, we were very drunk. Halfway through the evening, my friend decided he's had enough and he doesn't trust anyone at this party. So he is gonna go climb in my car and he's gonna sleep in my car for the entire evening.
Okay.
I see.
Before this, like, he had just woken up on the roof with a cigar in his hand and a glass of wine in the other hand.
I see. He blacked out, I see. I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, completely. He has no idea how he got on top of the roof. I watched him get on the roof and I decided not to say anything.
I see. So that what happened, huh? I thought it was
Then like he got off the roof. He was just lying on the on the patio in the garden somewhere. Decided, no, he feels terrible, and so he just made himself throw up there. Another couple, can I just say?
Okay.
The other guy had been he'd been cock blocking him the entire evening, so it was like payback.
Okay. Just a revenge quickly while they're going out.
just-
I'm gonna go sleep in the car now, but before that, my closing
Exactly.
regards or whatever vomits over someone. Just like, fuck you.
Exactly.
Uh,
So then he, did his thing on the couple. They were not happy. They ran off. He went to the car. He got in the back of the car. So my car is a Bucky. It's like this old, it's a Chevrolet utility vehicle. So it's only got two seats in the front, and then what do you call what's
cab, isn't it?
Yeah, the cab,
Yeah.
and then the cab, and then
Cab at
in
the
the
back.
cab I always had a sponge, or not sponge, like a cushion that you could sit on. And he opened it up, and I always kept a blanket in there and a sleeping bag just in case. Because you never know, right? You never know. So I always had that in there, and then he used it. He fell asleep. Throughout the evening, no, sorry, before that, I decided, no, I mean, there's a house. I have no issue with anyone here. I didn't puke on anyone. I didn't make anyone angry. I'm gonna go find a bed. So they escorted me to my own room on the other side of the house from where my car was parked, and he was inside. I fell asleep with the car keys in my pocket.
Okay.
Halfway through the evening, he in the car decided to, he was rolling around as one does when you're uncomfortable.
Oh, I see.
Which set the car alarm, caused the car alarm to go off. He woke up the entire party, who by this point had also fallen asleep, except for me, because I was on the other side of this massive house. This happened, and everyone they couldn't get him out the car because it was locked.
Yeah.
And this happened like 4 times, where he would just roll around in the car alarm would go off, everyone would wake up.
And did no one just come and wake you up and be like,
hey?
hey?
Who I was? There was like 50 people there.
I see. So
and everyone was still drunk.
Did your friend not have a phone?
I don't know.
Oh, it's you.
I don't know what his reason. Like, he was still wasted. So throughout this entire evening, he was just, why? Like, just wake up every 5 minutes.
Damn. Look at that, huh? Look at how unfortunate of it. Just locked in the car, panicking, everybody just like, coming out to say, I wonder if the people that he threw up on came out also like, you deserve this.
It's entirely possible. I slept through the entire thing. So then eventually morning came. I woke up refreshed but still wasted. Like
hungover, you mean?
No, not hungover. I was still drunk. I couldn't walk.
Yeah.
Just before I had gone to sleep, the owner of the party, I suppose, the guy whose party it was, gave me a third of a bottle of Russian beer to just down, and then that just knocked me out, and I was up for the evening. Anyways, slept, woke up, still drunk, went to my car. I opened the door, the back door. I just saw him curled up in a bundle, shaking with open eyes. He just looked at me and went, "Is it over?"
So was he actually afraid, or was he just cold at that point of time?
It was really cold. He was freezing, and he only had one blanket and a sleeping bag. And it was outside in the car, and the car is not very aerodynamic, right? It's
yeah. They get cold quite easily as well. If it's standing outside,
it was outside, and he doesn't believe in jackets.
I see. Typical.
So that's probably the most the most fun story I've ever been a part of. But also, it doesn't end there, because just after I had woken up, which was quite early, the kid, this was some kid, right? I don't even remember his name. I don't even know the guy. I just got invited as this guy's +1. And his parents showed up completely unawares that this party had taken place at their house the previous evening. So they found a bunch of passed out kids at their house.
Just like a lot of cars in their driveway and things like that,
adults,
young adults, just these random young adults passed out in different rooms in their house. They were not happy at all. Then they made everyone French toast, which was weird to have on a drunk stomach.
Why? I don't understand why is that weird.
Because it made me nauseous.
Maybe
Maybe
they
just
just
make
tried
you-
to poison you guys. Like,
It was
ah, no,
very,
you were
very
already in
cheesy.
here, like messing up our things and everything. Now we're
Yeah,
just gonna
it's entirely
poison you
possible that
guys.
it was payback.
Oh damn, damn.
No,
Look
yeah,
at that.
and then we drove home, and but most people were still drunk because the party had ended like maybe 3 hours before that.
Mm.
And then like people would just shut up because the owners of the house were there, and everyone was like, let's just get home. Thank you for the French toast.
I have a question. You know, with the guy with your friend sleeping in the back of the car, right? You're sleeping in the back of the car.
Mm.
I'm guessing it has that cover, the cab that you said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It has a canopy
Ca-
over, yeah.
yeah, canopy.
The
It has canopy over there. Yeah, so you were sleeping in there. So he could have just opened the windows, right?
He could not open. Oh, he could have, yeah. Which was the other thing. What was weird? He could have gotten out of the car.
Yeah.
It opens from the inside.
So I wonder, you know, he could have just opened the windows so he gotten out. I guess people are just special, you know. People
I
are just
think
really special.
it was this mixture of alcohol and fear of being pranked or beaten up by the people that he had puked on previously.
Damn. That's understandable, you know. If you puke on someone, you don't want them to beat the shit out of you while you're drunk.
Yeah.
Exactly. No.
Well, look at that. That's a nice, funny story. You know.
There you go.
Any ending remarks from anyone?
Thank you for having me on the thing.
That's our job, you know. That's our job, so you know we'll do that. But God, any ending remarks?
No, I'm quite happy with this.
Yeah. But then I guess thank you for coming on, Ego. You know,
Oh, it's a pleasure.
hopefully you come on once again, maybe next season. I don't know. You know,
I'd love
you'll
to.
come on. You know,
There you
thank you.
go, Red. We have one more guest that will come on the podcast and everything.
Yeah, you know, that's so you know we're slowly building a guest list. You know, slowly building a guest list. But yeah, once again, thank you for coming on. It was a very enjoyable time. Nice conversation. You kept us going. But yeah,
That was fun.
Good.
But okay,
Yeah.
like usual, this has been your Extremely Average podcast with your hosts, Goat and Red. And we thank you for joining us today. And as
Oh yeah, I
usual,
forgot. I remember.
why can't I just finish the sentence, fam?
My last question, you know.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Nah, it's fine.
This is like last thing.
Mhm.
You know, this has been like an ongoing debate between me and Goat.
Okay.
Come on.
Past few times. Do you know what badul means?
Boodle.
Badul means
Yes, I do.
what does it mean?
It literally so it boodle means to beg, right?
No,
Or
not
begging.
beardle. Not beardle. Boodle. It's
Oh,
BOEDL.
Oh no! Right. Yeah, no, I definitely know what that means.
Mm-mm.
It's an estate.
There you go, Red. You
You
see?
said estate. You said will and testament. It's still
Yeah,
it's
but
still
it
wrong.
like has to do with property and
Estate.
whatever
Yes,
your
estate does not mean, fam, will
it's
and
close enough.
testament. Will and testament is something completely different.
Yeah, it's like
Not-
Mienskapla Kabudo, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so it's like common estate. It's
No. You already said estate, and that's the end of the story.
Red,
let's-
you're just trying
No,
to
no,
paint me in the bad light, but he just proved you wrong, and
No,
that
no,
it
because,
is
you know,
indeed a
Literally
word.
last time, yeah, it means estate, not will and testament. You told me it meant will and testament. I
No.
even googled the word, and it did not mean will and testament.
Yes, I know that it doesn't mean will and testament, but I said that when my mother was still working at the attorneys, like that is what they use. Like if someone died, you have the will and testament, you have the boodle and things that you have to sort out. To who does the property go to? Who does the actual like furniture and things like that? Or to which parents or which children get what items from the deceased? So it has to do with the same thing, and that's why we used it. But nah, you're just complaining the whole time because you don't know Afrikaans well enough.
Nah, I know Afrikaans well enough, you know.
No,
I
you
can
don't.
speak. I can speak some things, so I know it well enough. You know, I have been studying Afrikaans since grade 4, so I do know.
No, you studied Afrikaans from grade 4 to matric, and then after that, not at all. So,
Nah,
you're,
but
you're
I
full
made
of
an
shit.
Afrikaans friend, so it still counts.
Oh,
Did
wow.
you have first edition Afrikaans or home language?
Second. No, first.
Yeah,
English was
like
home.
they don't teach you words like that in
Yeah.
additional.
They didn't even teach me shit, man. I don't remember jack shit.
I just think that you did not pay attention, right? You almost failed.
It just wasn't the language for me.
Mm.
My own home language is, I prefer that, because it is a global language, with the billions of people speaking it. So,
That
Afrikaans
doesn't
are my
say a
own home
lot.
language.
Mandarin.
I'm not Chinese, man. I'm Pakistani, I speak Urdu. Yes, yes.
Urdu.
Urdu, yeah. So, and billions of people are speaking that, so,
It's
so,
not
the
our
difference.
fault that you people in Pakistan don't have contraceptive materials or whatever, and you just have overpopulation. You can't be proud of your country for having more people, and then
Nah, fam, what
thus
you mean,
more
man? South
people
Africa's
speaking it.
population is growing up, fam.
Yeah, but
what
we
are you
have
on
more
about?
space.
It is growing up. Yeah.
We also have a huge amount of space, fam. We still have a lot of space there also. It's just people are just poor, so they live
On each other, huh?
But,
wait, just hold on. And
that was,
also, it says here Urdu is spoken as a first language by nearly 70 million people and a second
That's
language by
fucking
more
bullshit.
than 100 million.
That's fucking bullshit. I know, fam. There's so many Pakistanis in South Africa. The population of Pakistan is about 800 million people. Well, of course, there are different people around, so I can understand. But most of them, basically, Urdu is basically English in Pakistan, and then Hindi is basically exactly the same thing as Urdu. Literally the
Pakistan
same.
has 220 million people as of 2020.
Fucking hell, bro, nah.
Now, Red, I think you need to go and do your research. a bit
Maybe I
again.
am confusing Pakistan.
Yeah, I think you might be thinking of like China or something like that. Some big country that actually matters.
India.
I know India, and I know India has 1 billion people.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of people there. But okay.
They don't do contraceptives in India.
Or China. But yeah, so it's basically 1-1. So I still know 1-1, fam. It's still me winning, Badul does
No,
not
it's
mean
not.
Will and Testament. It means a state.
Okay, in this figurative battle that we've started, where you made the rules and you are interrogating everyone, and then when someone gives you an answer, because I'm pretty sure Christoph gave us the same answer that it is
He
a
just said a
word.
state. He just said a state. And it did have nothing with Will and Testament. So you told me Will and Testament. So we're gonna stick with that. And now he also said
sure. You
state.
have no proof that I said it was a Will and Testament.
There's literally on the podcast.
You're too
It's
lazy
literally
to
on
go
the
and
podcast.
quote it
No
and
one
show
listens
me
to
the
the
clip.
podcast.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
No one listens to it, but if I want to prove myself wrong, I'll go search it, fam.
Listen
So
to your
now
old
you're wrong
stuff.
about this. Yeah, fam, of course. You say is the Badul thing that you said some bullshit about, and uploading at 1 o'clock. Also bullshit.
Badoo means to mean.
Same shit, man. It's the same shit.
It's not the same shit.
It's the same shit. Whatever. But
Yeah,
you
you see, now I have to like take whatever this person said now, like this red person that doesn't understand Afrikaans at all. He is correct because he knows better than me, my home language, and it's like, nah, he knows better.
Google said it does not mean Will and Testament, so it does not mean Will and Testament.
Okay, I'll give that to you then. I guess it does not mean Will and Testament. I'm so proud of you, Red. Learning new words like that and everything.
And I still pronounce it wrong, so it doesn't.
Yeah, you do. So it's still really depressing to hear. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, you can now you can end it.
Yeah, now I can do the outro again. But okay, guys. This has been your Extremely Average podcast with your hosts, Goat and Red. And we thank you for joining us today. And as usual, TEAP curses you with an extremely average week.
Bye bye.
Bye.